So I think this place has reached its maximum level at this point. Not everything's occupied, but I've placed a few of my higher level swords, the weird uniques you get along the way. Weirdly enough, you're not allowed to place the gravedigger or whatever it was called, the steel sword that heals me when I attack things. We got from the weird gravedigger type character or whatever he was called from the last expansion. Apparently doesn't fit here. But we have a few different swords that fit in from time to time. Mascalagi uniform, or casual wear at least, or the party wear. Iris, Winter's Blade. There's that vampire set. Ulfieri tunic. Graphics of Horn's chest piece. A few things scattered about.
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought, with all the work on Corvo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here, and we've cause to open it today. And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I going to produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sapramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
There we go. A little bit of bonding on my new property. It really does cement the idea these places are really weirdly like villages that you just kind of take over. Oh look, we played Gwent. History of Corvo Bianco. We've restored it at long last. Let's refresh ourselves and learn about this. Corvo Bianco's origins have been lost to the mists of time. We have only a bare legend about the vineyard being founded by the owner of the Pomerol estate's son, who had been disinherited and exiled with only a Carveneer, maybe, sapling to his name. The modern history of Corvo Bianco begins with Master Bolius, who settled in the vineyard in his elder years. As a young man, Bolius had headed a division of sappers which fought in the far north. For his service, he was made a noble and awarded a great deal of coin. He took to rebuilding Corvo Bianco with great zeal. He dedicated the most energy to planting a beautiful garden for his wife, thus starting the craze for the use of herbs which swept Toussaint at the time. After his wife, Bolius's second love was the olive tree, which is why he planted a great many of them all over Corvo Bianco. When Bolius's wife died, life lost its savor for him and he began to think constantly about death. He sold his estate to Count Crespi, and the very day he signed the last piece of paperwork he died. Oh, sad little ending there. Major Domo doesn't seem like I can talk to him. Oh, he's passed out. His animation seems to glitch a little bit and swipe at him a little bit, but he seems to be making Yeah, he's making snoring sounds. He's probably reaching up to scratch himself a little too often for how asleep he's supposed to be. But, yeah, we had a nice time. We drank, we played Gwent, apparently. I don't remember much of that. Must be some really good wine, I guess. But what I like about this little story here is it kind of emphasizes the idea that this is a village. This is where people live. Oh, and the cats are not friendly around here. I can spit fire. Don't fuck with me. The idea, like, it just changes hands. Like, the person who owns this place can change from time to time, but unlike some companies, when the owner is gone, the place doesn't just collapse and disappear immediately, because people have their lives here. They don't really have a different direction to turn to, or somewhere else to go, or other things to do, really. Like, this is the life they know, so they keep at it even when things change hands, and really who runs the place doesn't make that much of a difference unless they actively create a problem or change things themselves. So now they're just like, alright, we work for a Witcher now? Cool, I guess, sure. We're still getting fed, right? Alright, sure. We'll make it work. And then they're rather indifferent to the idea that I'm just coming and going as I please. It's interesting. It's an established location. They've done a good job with it. The question is what's going to come next for me. Oh, I'm being shouted at again. Hello.
Snow White!
Name's Geralt. What can I do for you?
That hair! The scar! The frown! It's all perfect.
Something you actually want from me? Or are you just gonna go on gushing about my attributes?
I admire, good sir. Admire and desire. Such a threat in the eyes. Oh, so manly.
If you're trying to get me to meet with you some evening, afraid you're just wasting your time.
An evening? Impossible. I shall require the soft light of mid-afternoon for this portrait.
Portrait?
Indeed. Yours. En face. Actual size. With the finest vista Toussaint affords behind you. Pose for me. You must. Naturally, I shall pay the compensation due to you for your modeling services.
Don't see why not, long as it doesn't take long.
It shan't, never worry. We've but a short distance to journey into the hills outside of town. A perfect landscape perfectly to frame your perfect physiognomy.
Let's go then.
I need only fetch my easel and palettes from my studio. We shall meet at noon at the western gate, near the palace. From where we'll venture forth together.
I mean, I just went on a drugged-out vision quest with my talking horse. I feel like posing for a painting is just... That's like routine at this point, with all the weird shit that's been going on over the course of this expansion and this game. Geralt has a colored past. So it sounds like in this expansion we're both gonna have photographs taken of us, and we're gonna model for paintings. A lot of art happening of us. We're gonna fill that house up with all sorts of things. Here we go. That's not noon. Around noon is 9 a.m. He's a very patient man.
The light is inopportune.
Never mind. My mistake. There you are.
I'm here.
Let us go. We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day. The chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just glorious.
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride there. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued.
It's okay, I've got a magical teleporting horse.
A work of mine. Turtle dove o'er the heath. Hangs in the ducal palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed. Maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And it was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said, and fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
Yeah, if you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters, and poorly at that.
Your cat?
Yes, Pierre-Auguste Moustachois. It's no surprise you've not heard of him. He's a second-rate hack and a thief. We'll continue on foot.
You have a cat. You have a mustache cat that paints with stolen art and stolen paint and stolen brushes. I only have more questions than what I started with.
Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby?
Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us.
My paints, my brushes, I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
Wouldn't happen to have another set with you? And, nothing you could use instead?
My word. Would you really have me scrawl with charcoal like an animal?
Hey, what's wrong with charcoal?
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out. Ordered and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine. I'll take a look around.
Alright, we'll see what we can do.
I think it is life that imitates art, and not vice versa.
Right you are, Fingal. Take
Oh god, they're pretentious already and loud about it.
Yes, that nose.
Spilled paint. Reeks to high heavens of turpentine.
And now he's begun courting his cousin.
Here we go. Did they throw the paint away, little bastards? Wait, what kind of tracks are these? The cat tracks?
Footprints. Clear, but curiously small.
Is it the cat? That'd be amazing. Come on, kitty, kitty. I want to have an adventure. Oops, missed it.
Another stain. Could very well be a lead.
Come on. Where are you? Kitty, kitty, kitty. I was gonna say Puss in Boots, but he can't be wearing boots because he left little paw prints behind. Could be a child also. Didn't have a very clear look at them. Oh, here we go. What kind of paw prints are they? No, those are probably human. A little hard to make out. Oh, it could even be one of those little swamp guys. We haven't seen one of them for a while.
Got paint drops here too.
Who's a little thief? Who's a little thief? I can spit fire, so you might want to cooperate. Minor details. Ooh, ore. Grab that for later.
Another stain. Could very well be a lead.
And a corpse. Alright. Surprisingly dire. Also undoes the idea about whether or not I was going to sweat from walking here if I then have to do this afterwards. But I guess he got to get away with not sweating, so good for him.
Neckers. Look like they made
Oh.
up for the paints.
Oh, neckers.
Why?
What did you use in your... Aren't neckers necrophages? What did you use in your paint? Okay, back off. I meant to get the whole group. But it turned around and got the other one instead. Anyone coming my way? You're gonna be alive still. Get a few more of you. There we go. Oh! Hey, calm it down. Clear. Anyone else? Perhaps not. Go around for a few runestones and stuff real quick. Our necro materials. So why'd you guys want the paint so bad, huh?
Empty container. Painter can't use this.
Well, things are looking dire for my portrait. Never mind.
Don't look ruined. Painter should still be able to use them.
Oh my god, they're making art of a Shaelmar? A golem?
Cave paintings. This here looks a bit like a necker. Big blobs, what? A troll? Neckers depicting their victory over some trolls? That even possible? Necker propaganda?
Necker propaganda. They're painting themselves with trolls. What if they're painting their oncoming Necker Troll Alliance where they're gonna take over all of Nilfgaard? Now we'll never know. They'll never be warned because you struck them down here. But they'll arise greater elsewhere. And they won't be clumsily discovered in that location. I am talking firmly out of my ass right now. We gotta go faster, we're running out of daylight. What about that peak sun, huh? I just walked straight up the wall. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that was a lucky slide. I've had other slides that end in sudden, horrible, painful drops. Come on. There we go. We found our way up. Ooh, breathtaking vista there. Hi everyone. Hello pretentious people. Why do you have a fire running in the middle of the day? Are you cooking? Doesn't seem like it.
Found your things.
Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors. Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot.
It's superior because it's not full of loud, pretentious people, so that he can be the only pretentious person in the location. He can have it all to himself. I'm following you. Can you go a little faster? No? Alright.
We have had fantastic luck with the weather. The light is perfect, absolutely perfect.
Painting this masterpiece gonna take long?
Near 6 hours. The sun won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Better yet, let me down a potion. Time will definitely fly by in a state of lethargy. No need to swap tales.
No. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must look alive with fire in your gaze. Lethargy is out of the question.
Come on, give it some thought. You could title the painting, A Witcher Lying Senselessly on the Heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
Yep, welcome to Geralt. He's one of the only ones left, so he's gotta get by somehow. God damn, every direction I go in is beautiful in this damn expansion. How is this possible? Also, this guy doesn't believe in Necker intelligence. He also keeps floating, so I have a lot of questions about him too. He has a talking cat and his horse floats 5 feet above the air sometimes.
This the place?
Yes. Just look at the view. Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Pretty, I guess.
Now, you must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
How about I be on horseback? I mean, Roach kind of deserves to be immortalized too.
Oh, yes, a horse. Exceptional idea. But I would rather you perch atop Alexander, my mount. I've trained him to pose. I shall paint in the carcass of a slain griffin later. Now, raise your head to exude pride, thrust your breast forward. Go on, breast forward. I want to see those hocks extended. Ahem. Is the horse paying attention? May I begin? Or would you rather try a different pose?
Go ahead.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, that look you gave me when I first asked you to pose, would you be so kind as to adopt it again? That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
I love that what he calls an intense scowl, it seems to be Witcher with a mild amount of confusion. Kind of disappointed he didn't fight harder for Roach.
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all. We'll run out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
Run and hide.
Dearest Mummy!
Well, surprise fight. Hi. How you doing? Burn? No? I'll work on you in a moment. Oh wait, I need to select crossbow. Where are you going, Griffin boy? Come on down. Ow. This takes me back to White Hill, whatever it's called, the first area. Oh, it's good to be back in the prologue. He is not gonna last. That was a hell of a death screech.
Is it safe?
Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death!
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work. You can see it tomorrow, after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square. Oof, monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
Yeah, let's add it. Carcass can serve as your prop.
Splendid! Interesting color palette. And the textures and the proportions. It will do. Yes, it will do. But I shall paint it in later, in my atelier. There's an excellent illustration in the Encyclopedia Maxima Mundi. I fear this specimen is, well, too far cut and chopped.
And charbroiled.
Ah, very well. That will do for now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. Ah, I almost forgot. Payment for your troubles. And I thank you for saving my life. Though, in doing so, you did also save your likeness. For posterity.
Geralt is firmly sick of this guy's bullshit. Yay. Well, another trophy for the collection. Ew, that's a weird angle. That's an element of the character model you're not necessarily supposed to see up close, huh? Well, he went down easy enough. Hey, Roach. Saw you were in the painting. Geralt kinda Gave up on you on that one. You should have fought harder. I guess I'm mostly taken aback because of the immediate context of this being directly after the quest where he was talking.